Alright, hello everybody, Basil and or boyfriend here in this case. This is going to be a different video than usual because today we are going to be talking about FNAF plushies. Well, rather the sad and expensive state of them in the current year, 2025. So let's get into it. I've only really started to, collect FNAF plushies and stuff recently. I don't really care for the other stuff, man, just the plushies and maybe a few mystery minis here and there. I don't really care for the figures, they're kind of ugly. But I currently only have a few, that being Colorway Foxy, Springtrap U2s, Jumbo, quote-unquote, Holiday Bonnie, Regular Bonnie, Freddy, and Helpy, along with some mystery minis that I got from Five Below. These were a gift from my friend, thanks to him. Maybe I'll shout him out in the description, I don't know. But that's not what today is about. Today is about, buying them. So, what's up with FNAF merch nowadays? That's a good question. Well, the thing is, they don't really make them anymore. So you're gonna have to go to secondhand sites like eBay, Mercari, literally Depop or something, I don't know, whatever you use. But there's one problem. Everything is just so overpriced, and it's ridiculous. I'll flash some examples on screen right now. Like, literally, what is up with that? Like, you trying to be a collector nowadays, you have to sell either your soul, your kidneys, or most of your lungs, which is mostly an exaggeration, but for some of these plushies, do I even need to explain how ridiculous that is? If you want to pay, like, $500 for a purple Freddy, then go right ahead.
Hey, this is just an editor's note. I know that the Shadow Freddy plush has been restocked. I literally have him, but the prices are still ridiculous. Back to the video.
$600 if it's tagged. Like, you can do that. I just wouldn't advise it. It sucks that all the cool plushies and stuff, I get the rare and stuff, but like, they're so hard to find nowadays for cheap prices. Everything's just so inflated. Haha, inflation. Like, everything is just so expensive. And, I get it due to age, but at the same time, you gotta remember what you're buying. You're buying plushies for FNAF. Like, some of these were limited edition, sure. I'm holding a limited edition boyfriend plushie right now. But like, come on. You don't need to break a bank to complete your collection. Now, there used to be kind of a huge problem with FNAF merch. After like 2018 or 2019, FNAF merch kind of took a toll. You started to get crappy recolors, merch no one really wanted. Well, besides the exclusive, everyone typically wanted those. But we then started to get crappy recolors, like Black Light Wave, Color Wave, Spring Wave, whatever you want to call that, AR Wave, those lazy excuses for merchandise. Now, like, I really don't get it. Like, I know I said I get it, but I don't really get it, if that makes any sense to you. Like, stuff that was $15 to $20 is now sitting at a whopping $200, $100, maybe $50 if you're lucky. Now, I'm going to be going over some, tips and stuff to help you get good deals on merchandise that you actually want. Now, my first tip to you is to look frequently. I know not everyone has the time to do that, but always check when you have a chance. Especially on like websites like Mercari and eBay. The main ones. Never check Amazon. Amazon is full of a bunch of shit. Excuse my language, but it is. Like, on Amazon, sorry, side tangent, but like, it's full of a bunch of garbage that, tries to trick you into buying their bootlegs, which, unless you're fine with them, I wouldn't recommend if you're trying to have a real deal collection, like me. I do have that fucker over there. Again, excuse my language, but come on. I mean, to be fair, it was only like $8, but still. Anyways, back to the tips. You never want to use Amazon, like, at all. Unless it says it's Funko, like in the top right, I'll show a picture or something. Never buy from it. If it's from some gibberish company like Lararchy or whatever, never buy. Never. Under any circumstance. Unless, like I said, you're fine with bootlegs or you just want something silly, then go right for it. If you want something to laugh at, go buy a bootleg. Now, speaking of bootlegs, eBay is full of them. Like, they'll try to trick you saying, oh, it's Funko, when it's not Funko. Like, I found this little bit plush, put it on screen, and it said it was from 2016. Did Sister Location come out in 2016? No, the fuck it did not. It did not. And it has the wrong tag, too. So how are you gonna charge a ridiculous price for something that's not even real? I get it, money hustle, whatever, but you're scamming innocent people out of their money who don't know any better. Unless they watch this video, then they'll be very well educated. No, I'm just kidding. You probably won't be so educated, but you'll know a lot more than you probably did. Now, second, don't buy stock image pictures. I mean, stock image listings. If you see a Golden Freddy, $4, you might be like, wow, a Golden Freddy for $4. Check the images in the reviews. Because you don't even know where well, you'll probably know where you're getting if you swipe to the next one and you see a bootleg and you're like, ah, damn. Like, there's genuine cheap plushies out there, but they're overshadowed by stupid bootlegs pretending to be the real thing. Also, let's be honest, you're not getting a Golden Freddy for $4. You are just not going to do that in this day and age. Like, the lowest I've seen it is $75, and that's just getting really lucky. Now, like I said, do not buy stock image pictures. And this weird one, like, if you see this weird checkered background, again, I'll put a picture here. Do not buy those either. Those are scams. Like, again, it might be cheap. You might want that plushie because they usually use popular ones. But no. Bad. That bootleg bad is what I'm trying to say. Second, try to buy in lots. I know there's probably characters you don't want in there, but sometimes you'll get...
Another editor's note, this was supposed to be about, like, a lot with a rare plushie in it, but, I kind of lost the photo, so this is just silent. Next part.
Companies like Funko are really starting to know we're desperate. That's why they're hiking up prices. And especially, actually no, not companies, resellers. Resellers are the biggest problem in the FNAF community. Excuse that cut there, I had to switch positions. But resellers know that we're desperate for completing our collection, and some people are willing to pay lots of money to complete the collection. Let's say all you had to do was buy a Shadow Freddy, and you had the entire freaking FNAF collection. Would you really spend $500? Some people would. Like, resellers know that, you know, new fans are desperate for merch because, you know, they're not really in stores anymore, which has recently been changing since there's been re-releases, there's been new plushies, new minis, and more. Like, I checked the Hot Topic website the other day, and there's been re-releases of, like, the Dreadbear plushies, Puppet, and, you know, Wave 1, all that good stuff. Haha, good stuff, like the bad FNAF company. We don't talk about them. We'll actually talk about them in a minute. But, like, it's actually getting pretty easy to find FNAF merch in stores. I know that's a crazy thought, but I think companies are learning that FNAF is selling well, and that's why they're putting stuff out. You know, again, especially with Funko losing the license, I guess they're trying to push out whatever they have left before they, you know, truly lose it. Like, they made a bunch of Funko Pops, like the Withered Freddy one, Withered Golden Freddy one, the Puppet one. There's also the Jumbo Golden Freddy plush that's reselling for ridiculous prices. Like, it literally just came out. Well, not just came out, but you know what I mean. It came out recently, and it's already almost the same price as a regular Golden Freddy. Are you kidding me? Just because it's sold out everywhere does not mean you can freaking sell it for 10 quadrillion million zillion $1 million. That's just not fair for other people. It was worth $22 in the original. And you're telling me now it's worth $75? This is my honest reaction.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn...
Like, everything's just sad nowadays. Anyways, back to tips. I realized I was talking about those and I went on a side tangent, but excuse me. Like, again, like I said, buy in lots. Like, there's some stuff you might not like, but you can just resell it. You know, don't be like those greedy ones and sell it for what's actually worth. So you're getting some of your money back, while also maintaining your collection. It's a win-win. And plus you're getting the seller money, which is a win for them. So, yeah, buy in lots. Make sure to avoid listings that, you know, say they're Funko, but they're not, as much as possible. Like, there's some bootlegs that try to... there's some resellers that buy a bootleg plush, price it up high, and say it's Funko. Well, here are some ways you can tell. First, look at the tag. If it has a weird font on it that's not glitchy like the original, it's not real. If it just straight up doesn't have a tag, I'd get suspicious. If it was cut, maybe I'd understand. But straight up not having a tag is a dead giveaway for bootlegs. So, yeah, beware of those listings. They try to fool you. It's not cool to be fooled, as Funko said. Don't buy those fake goes, buy some Funko. And also, Sanchi. Sanchi is pretty good when it comes to plushies. You can buy from them whenever they next restock, but do not buy those overpriced resellers. These things are like 30 something, give or take. Like $29.99 plus shipping, you know, 30 something bucks, whatever. And people are selling them for $75, $100, especially the Gen 1s. If you want to collect Gen 1 Sanchi plushies, boy, good luck. They are so overpriced. Like, when they're generally the same thing. I know that's a hot take, but, like, they literally are. And Fredbear? If you want to collect the Sanchi exclusive 2015 Fredbear, you have to take out, like, a giant loan, feed yourself to the loan sharks, sell your soul to Satan, you know, do a lot of that fun stuff just for a recolor of the Sanchi Golden Freddy. Wasn't that worth it? Wasn't that so worth it? And the thing is, people are buying these ridiculously priced plushies. Like, I know I'm holding a makeshift exclusive boyfriend, but I paid reasonable money for this. Like, this was like $30, and then I bought Girlfriend too, so that was like $60, $72 plus shipping. Like, it wasn't bad, because these are limited edition. But for the resale market, psh, imagine. The lowest I saw these were $80 for both of them. Now just imagine how one of them is. I saw Boyfriend or Girlfriend, whichever one, for $100. And someone probably bought it for now because they're desperate. Like, this is what I'm talking about. The resale community really needs to step up its game. Like, stop being greedy. Leave some for the desperate fans that want, you know, genuine FNAF merch. Like, especially the sought-after ones, they are ridiculous. They're so overpriced because they know that people will buy them because they're sought after and rare and exclusive. Well, that's just kind of the sad, miserable, excruciating state that FNAF plushies are in. I really hope that this community can make a change, you know, when it comes to reselling, you know, old FNAF plushies. Like, everything shouldn't be as expensive as it is. I get it, it's old and rare, but $500 for one thing, you could pay rent somewhere for that much. But you're choosing to spend it on a purple Freddy. Let that sink in. But that's really all I had to say. Just be careful out there, and if you're collecting FNAF plushies, try to avoid scams and bootlegs, unless you want them, of course, which I don't understand if you do, but if you think they're silly, go ahead. Now, just a general, warning. Like, not warning, I'd say, but just general tip of advice. Now is kind of the best time and the worst time at the same time. Everything's so expensive, but at the same time, you can still find good deals. I know I've been contradicting myself this whole video, but I'm sure it'll make sense to somebody. This is Basil, boyfriend, whatever you want to call me, signing out. If you guys like this type of video, then just make sure to let me know, because I'll totally make more if I have more to say. But that's all. Bye-bye.